If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
Lowe's knows you've got a job to do, and we help get it done. With the MyLowe's Pro Rewards program, eligible members save more with volume discounts on qualifying orders through a quote of $2,000 or more. Join for free today. Lowe's, we help, you save. Offer can't be combined with any other discount, contract, and/or special pricing. Exclusions, more terms, and restrictions apply. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
It's KFI AM 640, and you're listening to The Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. KFI AM 640, it's Conway Show. Dodgers score for you. Fourth inning, bottom of the fourth. Dodgers won, San Diego, nothing. You know, I was at a gas station a couple of days ago, gasoline station.
Nice.
Yeah, I enjoy that. You know, you always enjoy going in and spending $80 for something that used to cost you $40.
Picking up some sushi?
Yeah, I like the sushi there. Yeah, I enjoy that. But there was the gas station I went to in Burbank had an ATM, and it was outside of the store. And so I went in, chit-chatting with the guy who owns the place. Nice guy, really nice dude. And I said, hey, how come the ATM's outside? He said, well, so they don't cause $30,000 worth of damage to the store when they try to take it. I said, okay, that makes sense. I never understood that. Never understood why you'd have the ATM outside, but now it makes sense. Why not put them all outside? Because if they want to take it, they're going to take it anyway, and you might as well have zero damage to your store as opposed to $35,000 worth of damage to your store. And this happened recently. I think it was last night at Balboa Market. Yeah, horrible. Guy had, he's just running a store, enjoying himself. And guys come in, they break the doors down, and they tie the ATM up, and it's off to the races. It's gone. It's gone. And it happened just last night. While everybody was sleeping, these guys were working, breaking into the store and taking the ATM.
The smoke shop across the street, a restaurant over there, it's been nonstop. In this case, detectives still piecing this together, but we have 3 vehicles with no plates. The first one is a Tahoe. It seems to be a Tahoe anyway from their images, and it literally takes this doorway off. Now, behind it are 2 vans. Now, they all get spooked out because they're residents at 3 in the morning that hear all this crash. They all come out with their cameras. On top of that, you get a news van coming up on this whole thing. Let's take a look.
Everybody's there. News vans, locals, guys driving the getaway trucks. Everybody's involved.
Police respond to a burglary at the Balboa Market where witnesses woken up by the crash of vehicles used to break the front secured entrance. Describe what they saw.
3 o'clock, they backed up. 3 of them hit the back. They used looked like a Suburban that smashed the back of it. Looked like they destroyed the sliding door to get in.
There you go. Door's gone. Car's gone. A lot of the, the windows are all smashed.
This video is from the market's security system. The front door is gone. Suspects are inside carrying the ATM machine out.
And these things are heavy. ATM machines weigh, 300, 400, 500 pounds.
And they left once they saw me record in the back, and then they came back again with the 2 white vans.
His security video of the 2 white vans stopping in front of the broken market door.
Although I will say that if you're going to rip something off, the ATM is the way to go. Because I heard there's $20,000 to $30,000 worth of cash in some of these things.
Ooh.
So, which sort of makes sense. a guy goes in, takes $500, another guy $500. There's already $1,000 just on two, transactions. But the problem is getting them home, and then you got to figure out how to open them up. I mean, it takes a long, long time to bust these things open.
And if you're putting them outside, it's easy as well and cheaper as well than that $30,000 if they put them inside and they're taken to put those concrete pylons right in front of them.
Yeah,
so they're
right.
not, so they can't be drug out of there.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why more people don't do that.
That's when a news photographer drives up, his dash cam recording the white vans taking off. That photographer follows one to a donut shop around the corner.
Oh, there's a cool photographer, right? Following the suspects.
Where a man gets out, walks around, but leaves shortly. Off camera, the donut shop employee saying the man hung around nervously and left. The supermarket is trashed. The owner doesn't want to be on camera, but his customers do, tired of seeing businesses in the area targeted.
It's very sad that the community is like that, and I can't believe it.
What you're looking at is a flower business that was inside the market.
And it's always the really strong guys that are trying to load the ATM up onto the truck. And there it goes. It's gone. It's not yours anymore. It's theirs. And now it's disappeared from your life.
How do you get rid of one of those? Even if you're successful at like getting inside and getting the money, how do you get rid of the thing at that point?
Right. I think you have to, at 2:00 in the morning, just go out to some desolate area and kick it off the truck. And it's gone.
A collection of tossed away ATMs somewhere in the hills.
Or maybe if you can weld it and take it apart into 30 small pieces, you can throw it away. But you're right. That's a hassle. Try to get rid of one of these stupid things.
Things completely destroyed with me, the owner of that business. How much? This is horrible. How much money have you lost?
Right now, I didn't really think about that, but I just can't believe people can just come and destroy something like that.
Security video here from one of several break-ins Fox 11 has covered at businesses across the street where merchants say thousands of dollars spent on security is just not stopping the criminals.
All the measures that we've done, it still has not prevented them from, at nighttime, right when it gets dark, that's when it starts happening.
Isn't that amazing? I mean, you have alarms, you have, shatterproof windows, you got bars, you've got cement poles, you got all that stuff working for you, and still they break in and steal all your crap.
At this point, detectives are not ready to call the people in the vans necessarily, but they really, really want to find those talk to them.
Oh, God. Jeez. And she let work blue there.
At this point, detectives are not ready to call the people in the vans necessarily, but they really, really want to find those talk to them, find out what they were doing here in those vans with no license plates. They don't work anywhere for here or any of these businesses, we're told. So they want to talk to them or anybody who may know anything about this. Live in Balboa, I'm Christina Gonzalez. Back to you guys.
There it goes. There goes another ATM, man. That's unbelievable how this crime doesn't stop.
That seems like I've never seen anybody steal one of these things. Like I was saying with those concrete pylons, those little 3-4 foot high steel concrete poles.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't do it. Maybe it's expensive. Also, maybe if the ATM is outside, it gets weathered and the weather's effect. I don't know. There's an ATM. There's a Bank of America ATM that I use in Burbank. And I can't use it during the summer in the afternoon because the screen's too hot.
Yes. I think I've been to that one. Yes.
That's the one in the medical center. On Alameda and Buena Vista.
There's another one nearby that I use.
And you can't touch it. It's too hot.
Yeah.
The screen's too hot.
You can't read it and you can't touch it.
That's exactly right. Yeah. And it's on the sun setting side of it towards the sun. It should have been flipped around.
You should have one of those like mats that you have to lift up, like they had
like
the
Red Box. Yeah, that's right. But the screen should always face, I guess, north. So if you're looking at the screen would be south of you, and the screen should be facing north because then it wouldn't be so hot. But if it's facing east or west, man, that thing heats up, especially when it's facing west. It's like 150 degrees. You can't touch that thing in the afternoon. God. All right.
It's simple planning,
I know. It's crazy that you and I think of it and they don't. All right. The fifth inning is almost over. At least it is for the Padres. No, there's one out. Okay. One out in the top of the fifth. And the Dodgers still up 1-0. Halfway through this game. Pertner halfway through. Dodgers 1, San Diego 0. Out at Chever's Ravine. We're live on KFI.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. On Demand from KFI AM 640.
KFI AM 640. It's Conway Show. Dodgers still winning in the fifth inning, 1-0 at the stadium. You're probably already there by now. Maybe you got there late, second, third, fourth inning because of traffic. Hopefully, Dodgers win. Right now they're winning 1-0. All right, the cost of charging a Tesla at home. I had no idea what it costs. But unless you have access to free charging, and some of the early Teslas were grandfathered into the automaker's free supercharge access. So plugging it at home is your cheapest option. In North Dakota, you can charge a Tesla Model 3, I think it's the rear wheel drive, from empty to full at home for $7. $7. And you're on your way. The most expensive place to charge is in Connecticut. That same charge will cost you nearly $40. So the Tesla 3 model rear wheel drive will cost you between $7 and $40 to charge that up. The most expensive one is the Tesla Model X, the plaid version. And that's going to be $11 to $40. So the annual cost of running a Tesla is between $405 and $1,700 for electricity, which isn't bad. I mean, Crozier, you probably spend $400 a month on gas.
Let's see, roughly $60 a week, 4 weeks, $240, $250.
No, it's not bad.
Yeah, no. I mean, I got an economical car to do so.
Yeah, that's true. But the Tesla's network of 17,000 chargers, they offer convenience at a price. A supercharger can zap a Tesla from nearly empty to 80% in 15 to 30 minutes.
All right.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely getting fast.
Yeah.
Hey, look, the technology improves, things get better.
Yeah. Well, you remember when those pigtail light bulbs came out? And you couldn't see anybody. And when you were done with them, you had to take them to a toxic waste facility because there's mercury in them.
Sure.
So who did that? Nobody.
You know, one aspect that really keeps me from even thinking about buying an electric car, much less a Tesla, is if something happens to it, if it gets dinged or anything that, getting them repaired is incredibly expensive. And there are very few places that actually work on them.
Oh, you mean the bodies?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Why, is that made out of a special material?
I don't, that are authorized, I guess, to work on them. That's a huge problem. And like if you get into an accident or something like that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know what, I don't know what prevents me from getting one. I think I'm just sort of, like a stubborn old idiot. I could probably chalk it up to that. But I will say that everybody that I know who's purchased a Tesla, not an electric car, but specifically a Tesla, they say that after one test drive, they can't drive anything else. I have a buddy, a friend of mine, a guy named Michael, who owns this Philly's Best up here in Burbank.
I haven't been there in a while, man. I got to go back.
Yeah, I got to go. I might go tonight.
Not the best thing in the world for you, but oh my God, it's so good.
I can't. I always get two when I go, and I eat one instantly, and then later that night I polish the second one.
By the way, if Matt's in there, he's got a Tesla. He can speak to
he does.
the gas thing.
Is Matt in there? Is Matt in there with you, Steffush?
What's that?
Is Matt in there?
One more time.
Forget it. No, I'm just kidding. Is Matt in there?
Yes.
Does he have a Tesla?
He does, yes.
Matt, are you there? Can we put the headphones on him? Where is he?
He's got to get his headphones. He wasn't ready. It's okay.
Guys watching the game.
Yeah, it's a good thing we only got a half hour left in the show.
Clock watchers getting out early, waiting for that bell to ring. Oh, we'll wait.
Well, yeah, because Sharon got to drive it apparently one time, and she was just completely stunned. She's like, "Oh, it's so cool!
Yeah,
it's the best."
That's true. And again, my buddy Michael, who in Burbank, he said he test drove one and had to call his wife after the test drive to say, "You're not going to believe this, but I'm buying this car right now," and bought it right there.
Oh, really?
There's something weird about driving a Tesla that makes people buy it instantly.
Yeah, it's not like they're not going to have another one somewhere.
Yeah, and they don't turn them in. They want to keep them forever. They want to get a new one, a new one, a new one, a new one. Matt, you with us?
Yeah. It is stupid fast, and it is really fun to hit the accelerator, and it doesn't really matter what year it is because you can't really even tell. So
how quickly were you sold when you test drove one?
Pretty quickly, but I was sold before I went in. I guess I was a sucker going in.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. And what year did you get? What year is your Tesla?
It's 2020.
All right. It still operates. How many miles on it?
I don't know.
Or do you guys do hours or miles?
No, it's miles, but I just don't know.
That was like a boat. You do hours. And it's still. What does it cost to charge it? And did you charge at home?
Yeah. If I can, that's ideal. Charging at superchargers kind of sucks.
Do you let it get down to a certain point before? No, I got to charge it up.
Oh, I'll let it go as low as it'll let me take it.
And from an empty, like how long would you say is the fastest it can charge?
Like 40 minutes, at least.
Do you just go to 80% or do you try to go to 100?
No, I don't take it to 100 because I heard that's like really bad for the battery. So you're not supposed to go above like 80, 90 and then. You
know what I heard? Charging a battery for an electric car was put to me in terms that I could understand because I'm not that bright when it comes to, well, a lot of things. But if you go to, let's say you go to Dodger Stadium and you're the first guy in the parking lot, you can park anywhere. You can park here, you can park there, you can park close to the same, park far, whatever. But as the parking lot fills up, it's harder to find a parking spot. And that's the same thing with batteries. The charge comes into the battery, but it can't find any place to sit. That's why it takes a long time from 80% to 100%, because it's looking for a place to sit, looking for a place to snug in with the other charge, with the other batteries. So that's how it was explained to me.
That's a good analogy, and it also does allow you to go in the HOV lane, and it does allow you to take some last minute parking. You can get like an electric spot, so those are
that's kind of cool
as well. Yeah.
All right, I take those spots anyway. I slide in. Yeah, I slide. Those spots are for me too. Yeah. There should be. You know what? In the future, I think there should be gas spots. The last 10 guys with gas-powered cars, give them a spot up close, man. They're not
close.
Yeah, they're not moving so quickly with society. Would you buy another Tesla?
Yeah, I would.
You would. And was it expensive? Was it in the $30,000 range?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And they've come down a little.
Yeah, they have.
And it's really fast off the line, I heard.
It is. Yeah, it's stupid. Like it's like a roller coaster almost. It like jerks you back a little bit. Yeah.
I got to try one of these things.
Yeah.
Crozier and I are like two 90-year-old guys. Fast off the line, right? With these electric cars. You call them electric?
So speedy.
And there's a difference. There's a big difference between the long range and the regular ones.
Yes. Yeah.
And is it easy to find a charge outside of your home and outside if you're traveling?
No, range anxiety is real because
it is.
Yeah, if you're in a rush somewhere and then there's a line and then the chargers are like survival of the fittest, whether you can get in or not. How can you work the line?
How can you work the line?
Yeah.
That's great. What's the longest you had to wait in line to get a charge?
Like about an hour once.
No, that's not bad.
Yeah, not terrible.
And how long have you had yours?
2 or 3 years now.
So 2 or 3 years in that span of time, how much have you noticed an increase of charging stations? Is that anxiety less now or about the same?
No, I think it's just a general, like if I have to go somewhere far without warning or something like that, I didn't charge up enough or something like that.
But what do you wake up with? Anxiety on a scale of 1 to 100. Are you already like at a 60?
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, all right, okay. So, that was a great Bill Burr line when Bill Burr, the comedian, he came into a restaurant. He was going to meet his wife there, and he had a problem with the maitre d', and he blew up at the maitre d'. And his wife said, "How come every time you get into a situation with a guy, you go 0 to 100 in 8 seconds? Why do you do that?" And he said, "Darling, you don't know me. I'm never at a 0. I'm always at 60. So the proper comment is I go 60 to 100, not 0 to 100. I've never been at 0. But let me ask you one more question. At Walmart, I noticed there's 15, 16, sometimes 20 cars lined up waiting to charge. Why are they doing that at Walmart? Is it cheaper to fill up at Walmart, or is it just that there's no stations around?
Yeah, I think it's just the convenience. People want to go, they're there to shop anyway, so might as well.
Does it cost you like 7, 10, 8, 19, between $7 and $15 to charge?
Yeah.
That's great, man.
Yeah,
that's great. You're like a trendsetter.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. Sort of. Buddy, thanks for coming on. For your appearance today, you get yourself 2 tickets to the Conway party at Morongo.
Oh!
Wow, I will take that.
Yeah, you're welcome, buddy. You can pick those up at the box office at Morongo. All right, we're live watching the Dodgers in the 6th inning. Oh, I thought it said 8. In the 6th inning, top of the 6th, Dodgers 1, Padres 0, and the Dodgers have already gone to the bullpen. So good luck, Dodgers. We're live on KFI.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
Listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
KFI AM 640. It is the Conway Show. Dodgers are still winning at Dodger Stadium. This is a win or go home game. And the nice thing about the Dodgers under Coach Roberts, that's his name, right? Roberts? Dave Roberts. He has had 20 games under his belt of do or die games. Play, win or go home. He's 13-7. That's a great record. I think he's going to be named Manager of the Year. And I think the Dodgers are going to have to sign him for the next couple of years. I don't know how you get rid of that guy. I don't know how you do it. He's got the best record in baseball since 2017.
And aside from Ohtani, weren't they supposed to take a dip this year?
I don't think the Dodgers ever really take a dip.
Well, I mean, just not have the best record in baseball. I mean, their pitching isn't.
No, when you spend $1 billion, Crozier, you got to follow the game. When you spend $1 billion, you got to expect.
Yeah, but when a quarter of it is with one guy.
You got to expect to have a team out there. I'll tell you who was expecting a dip and got it. The Angels. They got their dip when they let Ohtani go. I was talking to the crew in there. Bella. Who else is in there? Crozier. I'm sorry. Stefouche, Maddie, who we call Gary for some reason. And who else was in there?
Kiki.
Oh, Kiki. Yeah, Kiki was getting married, by the way.
Hey.
Kiki is getting married.
Hey.
And we were talking about slot machines. And Gary's Maddie's a degenerate like I am.
Is he?
Yeah. Hey, Maddie, can I tell everybody what we found on the floor in there?
Yes.
Okay. I walked into the air mix where, all the brain trust and the show is put together and all the buttons are pressed and make sure the show goes out. And I saw what looks like a credit card on the floor. And so I picked it up. I said, hey, somebody lost a credit card. And then I looked at it and said, it's a Wynn card, WYNN, from the Wynn Resort in Las Vegas. I'm like, oh, whose is this? And Matt goes, oh, that's mine. Total degenerate like me.
Yes.
Outed as a degenerate. He is so loose with his resorts card, it hit the floor. He's got so many of them. They're all over the place. So I said, what do you play? He goes, slots and table games, the whole run. He's like me, you lose at everything. And then I told him a story, which is a true story. I was in Reno, Nevada, and I sat down at a slot machine. And it was the Tim Conway, Harvey Korman slot machine. It was called Last Resort. And they had one up in Oregon I'd seen before, one in Reno, one at Stardust in Las Vegas. And I started playing it. And I lost and lost and lost and lost.
Is it an older machine or a newer
No, it's a video machine. And it was, all the characters from the Carol Burnett Show. If you get 3 dwarfs, you get to go to bonus or whatever.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. So I'm playing, I'm losing, and I'm drinking. And I start swearing at my dad. I'm like, you, I can't believe it. God, bang, bang, bang. And at Harvey Korman, too.
Was it cathartic?
No,
Was
my
it
wife.
like therapy?
My wife's like, Tim, you got to hold it down. You're swearing two popular comedians' names in this big casino. They're going to throw their asses out of here. How about that? Being thrown out for swearing at your dad's slot machine. That's crazy. All right, we're in the bottom of the 6th inning at Dodger Stadium. I am nervous as hell. I need these Dodgers to continue on this season.
Yeah, it's getting a little antsy.
I can't sit at home on Sunday and watch the Mets play the Padres. This Shohei Ohtani's done nothing today.
Swing at that, dude.
So it's the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 1-0. Everybody at Dodger Stadium is already there. It's dark out. It's packed. That stadium does not have an empty seat. I can't see an empty seat at all.
That's right. Sundown. Happy Yom Kippur, by the way.
Oh, is that right? Is this Yom Kippur?
Sundown, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Is that why Aaron wasn't here? Or
yes.
Mark Thompson and Robin Bertolucci?
I don't know. I don't know about them.
Stefouche made it. He's sort of ignoring his Judaism. But
It just looks over and you go, are you Jewish?
Bella, are you Jewish?
No, I'm not. But a lot of my previous roommates were Jewish, so we did little celebrations.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah. That's cool. I grew up in Encino, so I met a couple Jewish people growing up.
What's that mean?
I went to a lot of bar mitzvahs, a lot of bat mitzvahs.
Never been to one.
You never been to bar mitzvah or bat mitzvah?
No.
Oh wow, okay, that makes sense.
Does it?
Yeah, dislike for the religion, I get that. But I grew up. I probably went to 10, maybe 15. Oh, maybe more than that. I'd have to count how many I went to, but most of my friends growing up were Jewish, and went to a lot of bar mitzvahs and bat mitzvahs. And I got in trouble at a guy named Jerry Gittleson. He had a bar mitzvah, and it was at a little hotel / recreation, all-purpose room right on Moore Park and Whitsett, near Whitsett and Moore Park. And I was 13, and you do stupid things at 13. We weren't drinking back then. We were just doing dumb things. And we were outside, and at the bar mitzvah back then, there was ashtrays and matches all over the place because people smoked. And so we took matches outside, and on the sidewalk, we put some dead leaves, and we were making little tiny fires. We burned like 3 or 4 leaves.
Yeah.
Little tiny fires.
That's it.
That's right. Guess who rolled up on us, lights and sirens? LAPD. LAPD. So they roll up on Moore Park, put the flashlight on us, lights on, sirens on, and guess which 13-year-old fully urinated his pants?
He didn't take anything out, did he? Just
I filled my underwear with urine. And I'm not talking about a little. I'm talking about a lot. In my light blue suit that I wore, everybody knew. So I had to go in, find a phone, call my dad, and have him pick me up. And he says, "Why? I thought this thing was over at 9. It's 6:30. Why do you need to be picked up?" I said, "Dad, I had an accident." He goes, "Hey, what happened? A car accident?" I said, No. I was lighting fires and I urinated myself." Long pause. What?
Yeah, one eyebrow goes up.
He said, "I'm not picking you up because you did something stupid. You go back in there and you enjoy that bar mitzvah." He made me go back. And all these girls, hey, what's going on with you? I'm lighting fires and urinating myself. You know how 13-year-olds are. Anybody want to dance? No? All right.
I had to stay after school one day for some punishment when I was like in 1st or 2nd grade, and I was stuck in a room by myself. The teacher left and everything, and I had to go to the bathroom real bad. And I was such a stickler for like rules and stuff, even back then. I had to go to the bathroom, so I urinated in my pants. And then I had to walk all the way home when everybody was outside after school, and I took like some notebook paper and put it on the front and back of me and walked thinking, nobody will notice this.
That's great. Yeah. That's so great. I mean, it's so hard to be a 13-year-old kid anyway, but to go back into a bar mitzvah with your whole, smelling like, urine. It was tough.
Would you like to dance?
Hey, nicknames come out, I can't say them on the air, but you get it. It was a tough run. I brought it on myself, though. That was my first and last interaction with lights and sirens and the cops. That's the first and last. Well, I've had, I get pulled over for tickets, but I've never had a cop get out of the car and address me as a pedestrian. That was it. 13. That was 40-some years ago. All right, we're live. Dodgers won. Padres nothing. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Go Dodgers!
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
KFI AM 640. It's Conway Show. Crozier joins us after his last tease. Watching the Los Angeles Dodgers take on the Padres. It is the top of the 7th inning. Is 2 outs, an 0-2 pitch. And if the Padres don't score in this inning, that's 21 straight innings without a run.
That's insane.
That's a lot because they scored in Game 3. They scored their 6 runs in the second inning. And so they didn't score after that. They got shut out in the last game. So that's 15, and then 7 innings here. So that's 20. Brush back pitch.
Sit back.
Oh, almost got him.
I tell you, this is that time of the game, only up 1.
Oh, I know.
And
It's
a game
very
5,
nervous.
where parts of your body just start tightening up.
I know what party you're talking about. I am sitting here. We're trying to work, but we're trying to watch this game as well, and it's really, really tough to do. Really tough to watch this game. No. And actually work. I am a diehard, full-blown Dodger fan since I was born. My dad was a big Dodger fan. His best friend, Ernie Anderson, a huge Dodger fan, and they used to take us to the game all the time. My dad's manager had great season seats. Back then, the load seats, the seats really down far, were $3.75 a piece. Strike 3. Whoa. Strike 3. The Dodgers are out of the 7th inning. The Padres have 2 at-bats left. The Dodgers are 6 outs away from going to play the Mets in the playoffs. 1-0 is not a great lead, though. It's better than be down 1-0, but still, it's very nerve-wracking.
Growing up most of my life in D.C. on the East Coast, in Miami and Kansas, but primarily in D.C., I was not – we didn't have a Washington team back then. The closest we had was the Orioles. My dad used to love going to Orioles at Memorial Stadium up there. But I was never really a big Orioles fan. So I was a Dodgers fan. It was then it was the Garvey and, it was Steve Sachs and all those guys. So, yeah, so I grew up as a Dodgers fan. So when I came out here, I was like – but for the most part, the one issue I've always had with baseball is 162 games.
Yeah, it's too long.
It's like it just doesn't hold an interest to me for the regular season because it's like, what game was this until it gets to the end? But these playoffs and these games like this is great. When I love watching.
There's nothing better than having the Dodgers in October playing baseball. Nothing better than that. And Mo joins us as well, a huge Dodger fan from birth.
A nervous Dodger fan.
Body parts tightening up.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's getting late.
But you remember in school, we're all about the same age, give or take 15 years. Yeah. But you remember in school, they used to roll the TV into the lunch area, and because all those games were played during the day.
That was the best.
Yeah.
You had that?
You knew,
oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They would roll one TV in.
One TV, yeah.
Right.
But your school's like outside? Or like in classrooms?
Yeah, in the
either or.
In the cafeteria. Yeah. Or all-purpose room, whatever. And you would have the unstudliest guys like me and you.
Yeah,
and
I was on the AV crew. Absolutely.
Hey, me too. I was AV. Yeah.
I was in Mr. Fisher at Portola Junior High. He was the head of AV, and I was the number one guy in my third year of junior high. After going 2 years of just doing film strips, I graduated to the 17 or 16 millimeter.
Look, there was nothing better than being an altar boy and being on the AV crew, rolling the TV into class. You were special. You had privileges.
I still have the award that I got from being the head AV person at my school. Still.
I remember inviting my dad to a play, a school play, And, my dad was, worried about his career and making money, so he didn't have time to keep track of what all 6 kids were doing. And he goes, geez, I didn't even know you were acting. I said, I'm not. I'm the lighting guy. So I'm going to go see you doing you're going to go see me up in the lighting
Great job
cage.
with that gel.
And you remember in being in AV, they also had you do the performances, with the drapes and the curtains and the lights and all that stuff.
All that stuff. I was a part of every production some way, somehow.
Yeah, I was the same way. And the film strips, the 16 millimeter, when they broke, you had to splice it back together. And it was a skill.
They don't know what reel to reel is.
That's right.
Not under the age of 50, they have no idea what that is.
Yeah. And you know what? We thought we were probably better or studlier or special back then. We didn't think that people looked down on us for being an AV, but
they did.
I know they did, but we didn't think they did.
Yeah, they did. They really did.
See, I did it in elementary school, and back then it was cool.
Yeah,
because the kids didn't know any better to think I was a nerd.
I did it in junior high, where I guess it wasn't cool. Walking, but you had privileges, as you said, Crozier, walking around when everyone else is in class.
Leave early from class.
Pushing that projector around with the big screen. Man, it was
the carts with the giant box TVs.
That's right. Yeah. What's on the big show tonight, Bub?
Oh, it's movies, and more movies, and we're giving away all sorts of prizes to the upcoming pre-Halloween soiree.
Oh, that's great. When is that going to be, the big Halloween show?
It's going to be October 30th.
Oh, you're doing October 30th?
Yeah.
Where's it going to be?
It's going to be in the Honda Studios right upstairs.
Oh, that's great, dude.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
We're going to have some celebrity guests and some prizes we're going to give away to the best costume and more, sponsored by Wendy's.
Oh, that's terrific, buddy.
Yeah.
So is that do you win tickets? Is it VIP?
You have to win tickets by playing the game.
Oh, okay. All right.
9 o'clock hour.
Buddy, I'll be listening. I'll be depressed out of my mind or high as a kite by then.
Yeah,
depending on the outcome.
We're not going to speak it into existence. No. Yes, we're not going to talk about it.
Depending on the outcome of this game, it will change my life tonight 100%.
Yeah.
100%. But that's what we do, Stupid. These effing teams get us every year.
We live and die with them.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. Well, got something going on. All right, we're live. Mo Kelly's whole crew next. Go Dodgers on KFI AM 640. Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. Now, you can always hear us live on KFI AM 640, 4 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and anytime on demand on the iHeartRadio app.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.